students. Today we will learn polynomials. Now this is the first lecture, that is the first part of polynomial. So let us see. The first term is here algebraic expression. Now what is algebraic expression? A combination of variables and constant. That is combination of these two, variable and constant, connected with some or all mathematical operations. So if these variables and constants are connected with some or all mathematical operations means plus, minus, multiply and divide. So they are connected, either any one or all of these operations. If they are connected, that is called an algebraic expression. So this is called an algebraic expression. And several part, this is here you can write, is called an algebraic expression. Several parts of an algebraic expression. Several parts of an algebraic expression are separated by plus or minus. If an algebraic expression is there, so several parts, they are separated by plus or minus, is called terms of expression. Is called terms of expression. Now let us see some example. For an example, 4x cube minus 7x plus 5. So how many terms are there? So there are first term, second term and third term. They are separated by plus or minus. So how many terms are there? It has 3 terms. The first term is 4x cube minus 7x and 5. These 3 terms are there. Take another example. 5y square plus 7y minus y cube. How many terms are there? Once again here we have 3 terms. So 3 terms are 5y square, 7y and minus y cube. Take another example. 2x square minus 5. So how many terms are there? Here it has 2 terms only. So these terms are 2x square and minus 5. So these are the terms, and this is called an algebraic expression. So this is an algebraic expression, and several parts of an algebraic expression separated by plus or minus, that is called terms of expression. Now the next point that we have to discuss, polynomials in one variable. Polynomials in one variable. Polynomials in one variable. This is very important, and we must know an expression of the form. This definition is very important. So try to understand this definition so that we can find out whether the given term expression is a polynomial or not. So we have to take care of this definition. So be careful in the definition. An expression of the form, an expression of the form a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus and so on an x raised to power n. An expression of the form a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus and so on plus an x raised to power n, where a0 a1, comma a2, comma and so on, an are real numbers. So these constants a0, a1, a2 and so on up to an are real numbers, and an cannot be 0. An cannot be 0 is called polynomial of degree n. But the degree of polynomial is n, is called polynomial of degree n in x, is called the polynomial of degree n in x, and where n is non-negative integer. There n is non-negative integer. This is non-negative integer. This is very important point. So that means n is non-negative integer. Here in this expression, n is non-negative integer. That means it cannot be negative. First thing, and integer means it cannot be a fraction. So that means the value should be integral value. The value must be integral value. So that means non-negative. So this is not negative. So that means you'll get here 1, 2, 3, etc. 1, 2, 3, etc. It may be 0. Non-negative. Non-negative means either it is positive or it is 0. Clear? So because here it is non-negative integer. 3 terms are there. It's not negative. So that means it may be positive, it may be 0. Because integer means natural number, negative or natural number, including with 0. Including with 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. And after 0, set of positive integer. Before 0, negative integer. So it is non-negative, and this one is the integer. So that means you will get always integral values. It may be 0 also. So for an example, 4x cube minus 7x plus 5. And one more thing is here. We are learning here now polynomials in one variable. So variable is x. Sometimes variable may be y, sometimes t, sometimes z, whatever it may be, but there should be only one variable. So 4x cube minus 7x plus 5. So it is a polynomial. It is a polynomial of degree 3. Polynomial of degree 3. So highest order of x is 3. So this is a polynomial of degree 3. Another example, 7y minus 6 y square. This is a polynomial of degree 2. This is another polynomial of degree 2. This is polynomial in y. This is polynomial in x. In general, it is denoted by symbol px, fx, gx, and so on. In x, in general, it is denoted by symbol px, fx, gx, hx, whatever you can write. you can write it here, but this is in x. Similarly, if it is polynomial in y, what will write? Py. If it is polynomial in t, so what we can write? That is ft. So this is the definition of polynomials in one variable. So now, as far as degree is concerned, it is divided into different parts. So first we have to learn some polynomial of degree 1, 2, 3, etc. So now let us see types of polynomial. Types. We will learn one by one. A polynomial number 1. First we will learn linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means a polynomial whose degree is 1. A polynomial of degree 1. POLY means here it is polynomial, that is the short form of polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. So this polynomial is of degree n. So now if degree is 1, it is called linear polynomial. So now what happened? That means the value of n is 1. So that means here we will get a0 plus a1x. This type of polynomial is if given, written. So that is linear polynomial. So a polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. General form of linear polynomial is px, that is ax plus b. A cannot be 0. A, b are real numbers. Here in place of a0, a1, I have taken here just a, and next one is b. So a and b are real numbers. A cannot be 0. Why? If a becomes 0, it becomes 0, so you will get a constant. So that is constant polynomial. So this is general form of a linear polynomial. So for an example, 2x plus 5, 3x minus 7, x plus 1 by 2, etc. This is linear polynomial in x. This is linear polynomial in x. Similarly, you can write linear polynomial in y, linear polynomial in z, etc. So linear polynomial means its degree is 1. Its degree is 1. This is the general formula. Now second one, quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2. A polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Is called quadratic polynomial. Now general form of quadratic polynomial is bx, that is ax square plus bx plus c. The condition is a cannot be 0. A cannot be 0 because if a becomes 0, what it becomes? This is 0 and it becomes a linear polynomial. That is because of degree is 1. So a cannot be 0 and ABC are real numbers. Real numbers. So you can take an example. 4x square minus 7x plus 5. This is a quadratic polynomial because its degree is 2. You can also write it as 7x square This is once again quadratic polynomial. B may be 0. A, B, C are real number. Only A cannot be 0. B may be 0. C may be 0. So this is 7x square. Here the value of A is 7 and it is x square. So its degree is 2. So that's why it is quadratic polynomial. Okay, write another example. Polynomial in T. Polynomial in T. 2t square plus 7. Here it is A is 2. This is polynomial in T. A is 2, B is 0 and C is 7. So now its degree is 2. So degree is 2, that's why it is called quadratic polynomial. Now we will learn cubic polynomial. Next, third, cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3. A polynomial of degree 3 is called cubic polynomial. General form of cubic polynomial is px, that is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Degree is 3, so that's why it is called cubic polynomial. Now the condition is a cannot be 0. A cannot be 0. Why? If a becomes 0, this whole becomes 0 and you will get a quadratic polynomial because the degree is 2. So now it becomes quadratic polynomial. So a cannot be 0 and a, b, c, d are real numbers. Real numbers. So this is cubic polynomial. Now we'll take some examples to understand the cubic polynomial. For an example, px 4x cube minus 7x plus 5. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. So it is called cubic polynomial. This is cubic polynomial in x. Similarly, let qt, this is t cube plus 2t square plus 11. This is polynomial in t, and it's once again its degree is 3. Its degree is 3, so it is a cubic polynomial of degree 3. Now the next, that is number 4, that is biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial. So biquadratic polynomial means a polynomial of degree 4. A polynomial of degree 4 is called biquadratic polynomial. Is called biquadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 4 is called biquadratic polynomial, and the general form is px, that is ax raised to power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. Now your degree is 4, so it is called biquadratic polynomial by definition, because if degree is 4, it is called biquadratic polynomial. So now the condition is same once again. Here a cannot be 0. A cannot be 0. If a becomes 0, this becomes cubic polynomial. So a cannot be 0, and a, b, c, d, e are real numbers. A, B, C, D, E are real numbers. B may be 0, C may be 0, D may be 0, E may be 0, but A cannot be 0. Now, let us see some example. P, Y, 7y raised to power 4 minus 2y square plus 11. This is a bi-quadratic polynomial. Here A is equal to 7, B is 0, C is 2, D is 0, E is 11. So this is a bi-quadratic polynomial. So after that we will learn the next one. Now the next is constant polynomial. A polynomial consists of non-zero constant. A polynomial consists of non-zero constant is called constant polynomial. So constant polynomial is what? A polynomial which consists of non-zero constant. So that means it cannot be zero. Is called constant polynomial. For an example, minus root 3, 4th root 7, 10th root 8, 5 by 2, 3. These all are constant polynomial. These all are constant polynomial, and degree of constant polynomial is 0. That is 0. So what is the degree of constant polynomial? That is 0. The degree of constant polynomial is 0. Now let us see. For an example, suppose 3 is written. So 3, what we can write? 3 into x raised to power 0. 3 into x raised to power 0. Because x raised to power 0 becomes 1. So 3 into 1 is equal to 3. So its degree is 0. Similarly, you can write under root 7. Under root 7 is 7 raised to power half, and you take another, that is y raised to power 0. Under root 7 is 7 raised to power half, y raised to power 0. You can take any variable x, y, z, etc. So y becomes y raised to power 0. So its degree is 0, and that is power is 0, so it becomes 1. So 7 raised to power 1 by 2, that is under root 7. So its degree is 0. So this point is very important. Degree of constant polynomial is 0. Here you are free to write. Constant doesn't mean that always you will get an integral value. It may be rational, it may be real in any form. It may be real number in any form. 4 root 7, 10th root 8, 7 root 5, 5 root 7, whatever it may be. Minus 1 by 2, minus 5 by 7, 3 by 4, 5 by 2. So it, but take care of it, cannot be 0. The condition is non-zero. The condition is non-zero. Non-zero means it cannot be 0. It's called constant polynomial. Now the next one is zero polynomial. Zero polynomial. A polynomial consists of 0 is called a polynomial consists of number 0 is called zero polynomial. A polynomial consists of the term 0, the number 0 is called zero polynomial, and its degree is not defined. Its degree is not defined. For an example, number 0, that is px, that is equal to 0. It is a 0 polynomial. It is a 0 polynomial, and now its degree is not defined. Its degree is not defined. Why its degree is not defined? Now let us see. Suppose here we have written that is px is equal to 0. So now we can write it as 0 into x raised to power 20, 0 into x raised to power 7, 0 into x raised to power 2, and so on. Correct? So 0 into x raised to power 20. If we left out 0, so x raised to power 20. So that means the degree of this polynomial is 20. But whenever we multiply it by 0, it becomes 0. So it becomes 0. So that means degree is not defined, because 0 is again written as 0 into x raised to power 7. 0 can also be written as 0 into 1. 0 into x raised to power 1. 0 into x raised to power 5. 0 into x raised to power 7. 0 into x raised to power 100. So we cannot define its degree. So that means degree is not defined in case of 0 polynomial. Now we will discuss number of terms in polynomial. We will discuss number of terms in polynomial. Number of terms in polynomial. The concept of number of terms in polynomial already you have learned in previous classes, that is class 8 and class 7. But now once again you see that is monomial. Monomial. Monomial means if this contains only one term. It contains only one term. A polynomial contains only one term. Is called monomial. Is called monomial. For example, 7x cube. 7x cube. Now the number of term is 1. Although its degree is 3. Although its degree is 3. But the number of term is 1. So it is called monomial. 7x square and so on. You can write here 5x square and so on. First term is 1. Binomial. Binomial means a polynomial of a polynomial contains two terms. A polynomial contains two terms is called binomial. For an example, 5x square plus 11. This is a polynomial containing two terms. The first term is 5x square, second term is 11. 3z4 plus 11z. This is a polynomial which contains two terms. First term, second term. So this is binomial. Similarly, trinomial. Trinomial, a polynomial contains three terms. A polynomial which contains three terms. So now, which contains three terms. For an example, 7x cube plus 5x plus 3. This is 3 terms. Three terms. One better way to understand this polynomial. Now there is a little but there is a little but point which is very important. One term, no problem. Two terms. So here these two terms. So now let us see here some points. Two terms. So that means it must be unlike terms. So it is always better you write these two terms and that must be unlike. If it contains two like terms, for example, 7x minus 3x. You see here it is first term, second term. But when you simplify, what you will get? 4x. Because these two are the like terms. These two are the like terms. So what you will get? The result will be 4x. And 4x is a monomial because it contains only one term. So in one term, no problem. In two terms, it must be unlike. Similarly, three terms, it must be unlike terms. Unlike terms. This point is very important. Unlike. Similarly, here, take another example. 7y square plus 11 minus 3y square. This is three term, but it is not a three. It is not three term because these two terms are like terms. So we will add or we will subtract as per the given condition in question. So 7 minus 3, that is 4y square plus 11. Now this contains two unlike terms. Two unlike terms. So it becomes binomial. So that is the number of terms in polynomials. Now we'll discuss some more examples to understand the definition of polynomials. Now let us see some examples to understand whether the given expression is a polynomial or not. Now let us see some examples to find whether it is polynomial or not. Now take an example. Px, that is x plus 1 upon x. Now we have to check whether it is a polynomial or not. Definition we know. So now this expression can be written as x plus this 1 upon x can be written as x raised to power minus 1. X raised to power minus 1. In that definition, what we have done, it cannot be non-negative. It should be what? Cannot be negative. So here this is minus 1 is a negative integer. But by definition it cannot be negative integer. It should be non-negative integer. So non-negative integer here it is minus 1 implies that it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial because here it is degree is minus 1. So it cannot be possible for the polynomial. Take another example. This is example number 1. Take another example, that is x plus 2 upon x minus 3. This is let px. Px is equal to x plus 2 upon x minus 3. Now we have to find out it. Now first of all, what we have to do? We have to divide it. So what it becomes? Divide x plus 2 divided by x minus 3. This is 1. X minus 3 minus plus cancel out 5. So what we can write it as 1 plus 5 upon x minus 3. Quotient 1. So 1 plus 5 upon x minus 3. So after that what we can write? It becomes 1 plus 5 x minus 3 goes in numerator, it becomes minus 1. So once again it is minus 1. that is negative integer. So implies that it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial. Okay. Another example, py is equal to y square plus 3 under root y plus 7. Y square plus 3 under root y plus 7. Here it is 2, 7. So what we can write it as y square plus 3 y raised to power half plus 7. So now this is in fractional. This is not an integer. So that means it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial. So these are some examples. You can understand whether the given expression is a polynomial or not. Now we'll learn polynomial in one variable with termwise. So some examples, write a quadratic polynomial. Write a quadratic polynomial which is monomial. Write a quadratic polynomial which is a monomial. So now what we have to write? Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial means degree is 2. Quadratic polynomial means degree is 2. And which is a monomial? Monomial means it must contain only one term. So we can write any example, that is 7x square. 7x square. It is a quadratic polynomial because its degree is 2 and it contains only one term. So that means it is a monomial. So now take another example. Take another example. Write a binomial of degree 10. Write a binomial of degree 10. So the binomial is, it must contain two terms and degree is given, that is 10. So you are free to write any example. 2x raised to power 10 plus 11, 5 y square plus 3 y raised to power 10. Here it is two terms, that is it is binomial. Degree is 10, so highest order is 10. Here is y square and y raised to power 10. Now it has two terms, so that is binomial of degree 10. Take one more example. Write trinomial of degree 20. Write a trinomial of degree 20. Trinomial means it contains three terms and degree is given here 20. So write an example. 4 t raised to power 20 minus 5t plus 3. This is in t. It is dt. 4t 20 minus 5t plus 3. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 terms means trinomial and degree is 20. Degree is 20, so that t raised to power 20. You can write another example. Fy, that is 6z plus 11z cube minus 9z raised to power 20. Its degree is 20. Its degree is 20 and it is trinomial. So these are the some examples and some basic concepts. In next video, In next video, we will learn zeros of polynomial and factors and remainder theorems with proper example. So try to understand these basic fundamentals of polynomial. Thank you.